Okay, so no introduction today, but still follow me on my social media platforms just in case my YouTube channel gets shut down and deleted by the algorithm. And yeah, that's it. And I'm still getting over this cough. Nothing really else to talk about today. Granted, outside of video games, anime, movies, and music and all that, unfortunately, the way that things looking in 2022, outside IRL and the IRL, possible IRL worlds, me personally, the world stage, you know how I am when alternative media stuff? More than likely, it's going to be a Sunday when I talk about this because I'm doing this on a Saturday afternoon. I'm 4.5 days late in this freaking thing. I know I talked about the state of play thing. I know I did that other one yesterday about Snoop Dogg teaming up and joining Fake Clan with their businesses, and the Valkyrie one I talked a little bit about how I felt about Sony's state of play. It bored the living shit out of me. These are only 3.5 games, maybe 4 if you count Final Fantasy, the Valkyrie Ascension. It might be the first Final Fantasy game I get into, possibly get into, if the world doesn't come to an end. The way with I can't even say the things that are going on with the country that starts with a U over there, and then Russia. What's going on with Russia or whatever? I can't even say Russia anymore. Unless I don't talk about the bad N word that sounds like the game of Yahtzee. And they might start even censoring the word Yahtzee or Jenga. The Jenga word. Do you know what I'm talking about? The ones they look that really, really evil, racist mustache sort of dude. I have a feeling, my personal opinion, if it's not June, it's probably going to be October, November. I'm not trying to be a doomsday or a biblical prophecy sort of dude, but me being raised in church when I was a 90s kid, 2000s kid, I used to hear about this all the time, like, the WW3, it's going to happen, and everyone's going to be caught in the rapture, aka the R positive, catching away, and Jesus and the Lord and God will take his bride, the church, his people, into heaven. I really hope that's true. I hope that wasn't lied to all these years as a 90s kid and 2000s kid, because I didn't really give a crap about any of that at the time, but now I do. So I'm not even hardcore into like video games like I used to. I kind of, not saying grew up out of it, but my main focus right now is to get right with the Yahshua Yahweh Hashem God. It's another reason I've been way off YouTube lately. I've been doing videos only twice out the week, so there's that. Follow me on Bishop Writing and Odyssey for any of that, because I feel like, to me personally, you know how Russia over there getting all their stuff getting taken away, all these places like Pepsi, all these mainstream media places, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these big giant billion-dollar corporations, they're coming back. They're never. I don't think they're ever coming back again. They're pulling out fast. Starbucks, all these other places, furniture places, video game places, Disney, freaking Disney and Nintendo. I think they're even getting out of Russia, and that's a scary thought. I have a feeling in a few months from now or a year, it might happen in the United States. We get all our stuff taken out, and they're all going to focus on WAR and battles and wars, IRL. That's how I'm feeling about how the world's. Not saying it's coming to an end, but I feel like with teaming up with China, and they end up taking over Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan like they want to, especially they want to take over Taiwan with China. Yeah, I'm not even focusing barely on YouTube anymore with that. My mind's in a whole other place. As I obviously, I don't want to stand here if the AC reveals himself, the man of perdition, the man of sin. Not the devil, but the AC, the evil thing. Extremely evil mother effer. I don't know who it's going to be. Some people say it's Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. I don't know, or Jared Kushner. But anyways, yeah, let's get into this. All the games and collectibles for the PS4. I was hype. I lost my voice for 3 of these games. Even though they're old things, I really wish they would just make a new one. I was playing Out of the Shadows music, the one that was on Michael Bay thing. It says TS5, the PS4. This comes from Sammy Baker from pushscore.com. So let's get it started. Hopefully my mic doesn't mess up. If it does, it is what it is. Let's not beat around the bush over here. Okay, so it says, let's not beat around the bush over here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga Collection is a dream game. Dream game. Feedback yesterday, I'm not going to read all the list here. You guys can read it on your own. Feedback here from yesterday, Sony State of Play, which was not yesterday. This was like 4 days ago, because this was Wednesday when they did this. Oh, no, 3 days ago when they did this. Not that long ago. I mean, that would have been great. Yeah, half of that shit in the Sony State of Play, I really, really wanted to do a reaction to it, but my voice was real bad. I was coughing up like lots of crappy-ass shitty phlegm, and I was still under the... It's a regular spring fever sickness, by the way. It's not the pandemic, scandemic, Omicron. It's not BA3. I don't have any of those super mega viruses ending my life sort of sickness, thank God. Thank God I never got it either, but I was real close to it 2 months ago. But it ended up being weird. Because last time I even effed was like 2016, 2017 when I had one night stands with women and shit. And they said it might be contagious for like HIV or STDs. And I was negative at it twice, so thank God I didn't get any of that shit. I was used condoms twice. So practice. Hopefully you're not a younger kid listening to it, but please practice super safe sex. You do have it IRL. I'm just saying. It's for your own good and own benefit. Take it from a dude in his mid-30s. Anyways, not just needs to ensure that the digital eclipse delivers the packages with the kind of care it deserves. Either way, if you're wondering, because there was no confirmation during this trailer that this title includes, well, fortunately, we have a full list here. You guys can read the list or no. I'm not going to waste my time with that. I still want to read the Returnal one. That shit looks so cool. It's like the same concept of that old Tom Cruise movie that was with that British chick, Mila Kaylee or whatever her name is, Keira Knightley or some other girl. It was originally called Live, Die, Repeat, but then they changed it to End of Tomorrow. That Edge of Tomorrow movie was so cool as hell with Tom Cruise. That's kind of what Returnal reminds me of. I don't know if the people that created that video game Returnal got their inspiration from that Tom Cruise movie, but it's sick, man. He keeps living or dying, repeating the whole time, and it's just got to kill all these little alien demon things. But let's move on. Wow, that's an impressive collection. Unsurprisingly, will set you back a pretty penny. Konami wants $40 for this. Oof. If you want to buy it both digitally and physically and digitally, excuse me. It's worth not waiting available. The Japanese version have above mentioned titles as well. It's not just about collection as you can get. Now they do some quality of life features and that button remapping, artwork, and eventually where to play to appropriate. On the paper, it sounds like absolute phenomenon. We just gotten quality of life emulation by the scratch. Are you excited for whether the franchise? Would you like to see have this retreatment? But anyways, yeah, overall thoughts and opinions. This is gonna have more cosmetic microtransactions since from Konami. You know they really, really only give a shit about them. They're just as bad as EA and Ubisoft. It's a bitch. It's a mega bitch, man. I really, really hope I'm to keep paying over and over and pay quarters and quarters and quarters. That would suck with cosmetics for your wallets, whatever. Rip my wallet if I had to spend all these. They have extra new costumes that they didn't have in the old school arcade. I used to play this crap all the time at Kids Zone and Chuck E. Cheese. Every freaking time at the old school arcades, when they used to have arcades as a 90s kid, 2000s kid, and at GameWorks. Down past the strip where breaks. I used to play that shit every day. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro. That one, the Simpsons hit and runs, and then the old school like Mario and like Mac games, the Little Mac shit, and the arm wrestle game. That was the jam, bro. Honestly, I miss those old school arcade times. And then again, I'm a super old ass like Gen Xer. I feel like a Gen Xer, but I'm actually a millennial. But I was blessed enough to play all those physical old school arcade games, even though they spent quarters and quarters and tokens like crazy. I didn't care. I loved it. I don't have any music for Returnal, but it says Returnal is getting. Let's get to this PS5 old state of play news now. Co-op and survival mode free Ascension update available March 22nd. This comes from Chaim Gartenberg, or Gartenberg. So I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm gonna skip the first two paragraphs, and you guys can read the rest on your own if you want. There it goes. Yeah, it's getting a brand new update. Ascension for the PS5 only. Okay, of course it's gonna be exclusive for the PS5. Obviously, like why wouldn't it be, bro? Dead ass. But let's get on to this next one. I'm going to my history thing because I don't know why the fuck this ain't working. It probably will. Here it is. Returnal is getting cooperative. No. There it is. See, I told you I was under the weather yesterday. I still am trying to fight this cough. That is a big mega pain in the ass. But I'll just read this part here. The update marks Update marks the first significant of the new content in the challenging sci-fi roguelike of its previous 2.0 update from last year. Okay. Focus on instead of a major quality of life additions, let's check to the map requested suspense without losing progress. Wow. Co-op is only made available. It's how we're simplest meanwhile. Oh wow. 20 floors increasingly lately. Oh, that's sick. Well, that's all I gotta say for now on here. I'm not doing no outro. I'll talk to you guys soon. Do this goodbye. You on the flip side. Talk to you guys soon. Return to this game. Hopefully I get up my PS4 Pro. Later. Talk to you soon. Hopefully I get better.